Hello, Facebook Live. Hello, Instagram. Hello, YouTube. It is Monday morning, October 5th. And let's see, busy weekend here at the restaurant again. We had our first wedding that we catered this year. First and only wedding, I think, of 2020 that we'll be catering. Most people had switched their dates to 2021, and if you really cancel their weddings, we usually do about a dozen weddings or so a year. We're very selective about the weddings that we pick to do. These are off-premise weddings that we'll cater up to 45 minutes away, an hour away. And again, first and only one of 2020, so that happened on Saturday night. It's much smaller than originally planned, but that's okay. Let's see. It's Monday. We have an amazing deal tonight. Buy one, get one wings. We started this last week, and super popular. Buy one, get one wings. So simple. Call us, place an order to go. It's for takeout. Now that it's getting colder out again, we're starting our buy one, get one deals, or our $9.99 to-go deals. So last night we sold a ton of, or many orders of our green curry shrimp and mussels last night. That was $9.99. Friday night, Thursday night is our burger night, $9.99, and then Monday night is our buy one, get one night. So buy one, get one night for wings. So I want to talk about some basic vegetable cookery, some tips I want to give for cooking vegetables. Let's see, anything else I have to talk about before I do that? Our new website is up, VIPWineryVacations.com. It was overhauled. There's still a lot of stuff that we have to do on that site, but our next trip to Apulia is up, and we literally have 2 seats left for that. We're really not even trying to sell those because we just opened up Central Italy for the fall, and we opened up Sicily for the spring of 2022. There's a few things on there for Sicily now. We're taking reservations for Sicily. I just got off the phone with a couple of people from Sicily, some hotels and everything that Jamie and I will be staying at next April, checking out the hotels and the wineries. A really cool little hotel, but they only have 12 rooms. So if that's what's going to happen, if we use that hotel, we have to cut our trip down to only 20 people instead of 24 people. So if you're tuning in live right now, drop a comment, hashtag live. If it's on the replay, hashtag replay. And Jamie just reminded me, tonight we have our cocktails in the garden with a dish, $25. Michael Davidson's coming down, the owner of Black Infusions Vodka, real fruit vodkas. Let me just grab a bottle real quick. I can't travel with the camera today, the phone, because I have everything on tripods, Instagram and YouTube. Black Infusions, real fig vodka. That gets that color from the figs, the real figs that go into it, not the artificial stuff. Most vodkas you buy in the store, folks, triple sec, all that stuff, they use artificial flavorings and artificial colorings as well. But Michael, his company Black Infusions, and a few other companies out there actually do the real thing. Very hard to find the real thing because it's so much easier for these massive companies to add an extract and add a coloring and call it a day, or not even add a coloring and call it a day, and throw out some citrus vodka, things like that. Buyer beware. If you're interested in consuming real ingredients, you have to spend a little more money and get quality things, because Michael will tell you tonight how many thousands of pounds of figs that he probably goes through a year just to make this product. So really cool stuff. That's tonight in the garden, $25. It comes, Jamie's making some cocktails. I think you're gonna make a cocktail at your table. You'll get all the ingredients, and Michael is bringing down some gifts for everybody. I think everybody's getting shakers tonight. I know Michael's on right now. Jamie's saying 3 awesome cocktails. It's gonna be a really fun night in the garden. Fire pit will be on. The space heaters will be on, the garden heaters will be on, so that'll all be in there. Good morning, everybody tuning in. Got a few people on Instagram, got a few more people on Facebook. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Shakers and hats. So Michael's gonna be giving away shakers and hats. So it's really cool stuff, and maybe he'll talk about his new vodka coming out. I don't know when that. I know he has another one coming out soon. That's a big secret. Maybe he can drop some hints tonight, or maybe he's officially saying what his new next line is. The food tonight. People keep asking me what the food is going to be. So I'm always kind of last minute on the food for our wine and our tasting events, because it's one dish, and I never really pair it up specifically to go with, because we do 4 or 5 wines, we'll do a couple different cocktails. So it's not really like a pairing, it's a dish, and then you have the wine or the cocktails. I'm probably going to do something with maitake mushrooms. Probably. I have gone out and foraged. I have about almost 20 trees that I follow, that I monitor very closely throughout the woods, throughout the forest here. And 4 out of my 5 trees I went to this last week and got probably 100 pounds of maitakes. I got a lot of maitakes. Got tons of maitakes here right now. Usually we cook them up and we process them, we freeze them, and we have them all winter long. But I've got a ton of fresh maitakes, so I might do something with fresh maitake mushrooms. Not 100% sure. All right, let's talk about vegetable cookery. It is the fall time. You have all your fall vegetables coming in, all your root vegetables coming in, and I just want to share some basic tips, whatever season it is, to help you cook vegetables. All right, so some really simple chef basic tips. All right, so there's always a question: hot water, cold water. Start vegetables in hot water, start vegetables in cold water. There's always a question of how much salt to put in to the cooking waters, or how much water to actually use to actually cook vegetables if you're going to be boiling or steaming vegetables. So I'm going to answer those questions right here, right now. All right. First of all, let's break vegetables down into 2 types of vegetables. Root vegetables that grow underneath the ground, like a carrot. All right. These are tricolored carrots that we get, organic tricolored carrots. So carrots in the ground, or stuff that grows above the ground. Here's broccoli, asparagus, spinach, anything like that. Cauliflower that grows above. So 2 different types of two basic categories of vegetables: root vegetables versus potato, root vegetable versus above the ground. All right. Typically, if it's under the ground, you're going to start that vegetable off in cold water. You would never take a pot of boiling water and then throw potatoes into it to cook potatoes in boiling water. Or carrots. You wouldn't take carrots and throw them into boiling water. You would start the water off cold, put your carrots in, peeled, diced, however you want to do them, sliced, put your potatoes in cold water, turn it up, and let it cook. Now, if it's a above the ground vegetable, they typically get started in boiling water, just like pasta. You wouldn't take pasta and put it in cold water and turn it up. You'd realize there'd be a disastrous mess, most of you, if you took cold water, put pasta in it, put your salt in it, and turned it up and waited for it to boil while your pasta was started out cold. The starch would come out. It would be overcooked. It would be terrible. The same thing with a potato. If you dropped a potato into boiling water, the outside of this would become all starchy and fall apart, and the inside wouldn't be done. By the time the inside got done, this thing would just disintegrate. So, above the ground, typically boiling. Now, there are exceptions for all this, right? There's tons of exceptions for this, but those are general rules. Artichoke. Of course, an artichoke goes into cold water. It usually gets what's called, it gets some kind of acid, and it gets cooked very slowly. So there are exceptions. So don't say, oh, Marcus said it's above the ground, I should throw it into boiling water. I'm just giving you some suggestions, okay? This is above the ground. This is a butternut squash. This you would not put into boiling water because this has a higher sugar content, and actually I would